Hey yo, it's another video, so let's go. All right, when you're doing things spiritually, wherever you go, somehow the spiritual stuff, you either find it or it seems to find you. So what I'm gonna say is you're like, how is this even possible? Oh, it's very possible. I do the calculations, and the answers say I was right. So I don't need verification from a human. And when you a deity and you know what you're doing, you see it, what you see, and you've been there plenty of times, hey, it's on. So now I want you to look really close. All right. On 40th Street and Baseline, right? This is where this is gonna be. You're gonna see a pyramid. It's gonna be shaped in the size of a pyramid, right? 40th Street, Baseline, right? All right. But you see how it goes down? How it goes down the street, goes down, right? It goes down, it runs into a freeway or a highway. Just so you see it, another car's gonna come, hold on. But so you see it going down the hill, right? All right, let me show you something else. All right, you see how those cars are coming at an incline, going up the hill? So if they're going down the hill down there, going down 40th, and Baseline and 40th, this is Baseline right here, right? So look straight ahead. See how everybody's coming up the hill? I'm not slanting my phone. I'm straight. I'm actually gonna bend down actually, so you can really get the chance to see it. See what I'm saying? All right, it's going down a hill. It's a pyramid, right? Okay, now check this out. Now, what do you see these cars doing? They're going what? Down the hill. More than likely, this is another Indian mound right here that was covered up to be a street. Another Indian mound. Because remember, Indian mounds are pyramids. Because when they left all the different areas of the world, they was already dealing with pyramids. So if you look right there, watch, look how I'm gonna take you down there. Actually, I never been, I just seen it. But look, notice this. A church, they always do this. A church, or they put a lot of symbology of Christianity, of what do you call it, Jehovah's Witness, Catholicism. Whatever it is, they put it up there. But look. Now look, hold up. So this is like the Nile, right? But see how it curves? It's gonna curve downward. Well, I'm gonna take you down there, but I never been back there. I just knew it from looking at just riding around these, getting around these areas. So look, you'll see how it goes down. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go back there too. Now you see how it's sloped right there, right? How it's going down? Going back towards the back end. See, that would be the same way as going back to what I just showed you, where that canal is. Canal, or the Nile, canal, now, same thing, principles. But see, look, we have what? Mountains behind these areas. Mountains. So you're gonna see these areas. These areas was built as pyramids or as Aboriginal mounds or Indian mounds or Native American mounds. You see how the slope is? But where's the center? I'm gonna show you. You're looking at it. This is the center of the pyramid or the Indian mound, Aboriginal mound, or Native American mound. This is it right here. And the stream goes for a long distance from here to like all the way outside the city. This stream right here, this is the top of it. So they'll put they'll give you a church, like right there, like I just said earlier in the video, right next to this, to take energy from an area. Remember, this is a Phoenix Mound. This is the Arizona area, but it's called Tempe. Tempe, T-E-M-P-E. Where's the L to make it a temple? Remember, your temple is what? Your pineal gland on the side of your head. Touch the side of your head, where they say your brain is. Your temple is what? Why would they call the side of your head the temple? Because the pineal gland is where you sit. That's the seat of what? Of a deity, or what they call God. So if that's why they call it Tempe, without the L. And there's a street in Tempe called what? Hold up, there's a lot of cars going on. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't got no headphones in here, so I'm trying to get away from the traffic as much as I possibly can, so you can really try to understand or hear what I'm saying. Tempe is spelled T-E-M-P-E, right? But Tempe, without the L, is Tempe. But with the L is what? Temple. So the pyramid, you got your two eyes. That's your what? That's your baseline. Your baseline. Okay? That's your baseline. Your baseline, you got the two eyes, then you got your pineal gland. Highly melanated people, so-called black people, we have a pineal gland. Everybody else, their pineal gland doesn't work. It's like a flabby paste. It's like some of them have maybe like a 1 to 2%, but they 1 to 2% that have it, but they really have to really work hard at it. But we don't work hard at it, but we worked hard at it. You know how powerful we could be? We'd be like super mutants or superpower people. But it's like we playing sports or doing music. We go off of all of our swag or anything like that. That's why motherfuckers say, oh, Eminem, he's not the greatest rapper, of course. Eminem is not the greatest rapper. But he just worked so hard at it because he don't have as much swag. He's good at words, wordplay. So those words make people feel like he's what? The greatest rapper alive, when he's, you know, that's based on opinion. People can think or believe what they want, you know what I'm saying? That's based on opinion. But this is not opinion. On the truth, on the real side of things, this is not opinion. What I showed you, and I'm gonna go down where that canal is, and I'm gonna see right now for myself. So right now, so what you have right here, where the let me see, what this is called the Highline Canal. Let me zoom out so you can really get a look at it. And look, what's right above it? The sun, right? So what? You're like, oh yeah, so what? But you got to think about it. When the sun falls, what do you see? I sat here one day, and the sun, you'll see it directly right there where it falls, right next to that mountain. I sat right there just to watch and see where it went. So this is gonna be looked at as a Nile, the canal, the Nile River. So that's what this is in this city. So when the sun drops right there in this section, and you'll see it if you're sitting right directly in this area. So it's directly, this is a spiritual place, but it's a desert. But remember, they have, if you look on highly melanated people, so-called black people, if you look up online or go on Google, type in the tunnels of Set, Tunnels of OF, then Set, S-E-T, the tunnels of Set. So if you see that, that's what, and it's called what? The deserts of Set. And if you go into the Kenneth Grant book, The Ninth Arch, and what is this? An arch, the archway. Just like in St. Louis, they have a what? An arch to the west. Okay? So if they have an arch to the west, what's this? It's the same thing. Because the west is what? Amenta. And Amenta is what? Where Osiris or Asar, he's the deity or the god of the dead. All right? And don't in the Bible God say he's a God of the living, not the dead. So if you die, so what does God do with you when you dead? All I'm gonna tell you is, don't go to the light. I'm gonna make a video about that. I'm gonna tell you that you see them bugs, they get zapped, they go into that light, they them bug zappers. Don't go into the they get zapped. You gotta come back. The circulation period, it's damn near over. Now, you can choose if you want to stay or go, but you gotta start studying and getting your soul together. But let me show you what I haven't been back there on that side, but an arch is like damn near almost the same as what? It's just a circular pyramid. That's all it is. It's a circular pyramid. Let me go back and see if it drops in the back. Then you know this exact spot is where the pyramid was, and they turned an Indian mound, an Aboriginal mound, or a Native American mound from a pyramid or one of those mounds into a street, and they just wiped it all. Well, not just wiped it out, but they just leveled it to where you just make it look like it's a street. Hold on. Well, as you can see, you can really kind of see it. It goes downward. I'm got it straight, and just like it's the same as that street I showed you going back past that church. It's the same way, the same estate. So that spot I showed you was the top or the peak of the pyramid, or the peak of the Indian mound, the peak of the Aboriginal mound, the peak of the Native American mound. And so we native to every place, every country, every continent in the world. Whether they try to wipe us out from that place, it don't matter, because if you was there first, there's always evidence of it. And you can't. And all you gotta do is look at the mythology and how they try to word things. Crazy. And logos means word. So your logo, your flag, sometimes will tell you what's going on. But you can see it goes down like a snake. It winds. It's going like this, wind this way, and it winding down that way. And it goes a long way outside the city. So all you gotta do is, if you really paying attention to what you're doing, and you go around your way and you're doing whatever you're doing spiritually, these things will start coming to you. And what you're learning will start coming to manifest in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, don't just study history. Look up the mystery and the magic. You know what I'm saying? The magic they try to get rid of. They always want you to study just the history. No, it's the mystery what formulated the history. That's how they made their history. But now when you read the history, now you're just learning how they lived. But now you didn't learn how certain ancient places. I thought I hit stop while I was recording. I was like, damn. While I was talking, that happened before too. But yeah. So yeah, if you know what you're doing, if you studying and you look up all these magical books, magical texts. When they say black magic, don't think like, oh no, my mom and my daddy, the pictures say I shouldn't supposed to be reading in that. I might be going to hell. This is hell. You're in hell. The earth, this third dimensional plane is hell. Trust me, I know this for sure. I would not lie to you. I would drop dead. I couldn't be one of those preachers or those so-called people that be taking people money on YouTube saying, oh, this and this and that. I'm not gonna say no names. Y'all know who it is, who these people are. Y'all know who these people are. I ain't gotta say it, but yeah. Anyway, that's about nothing. But yeah. So what I'm saying is, when you're doing your work, look at these books. Go into these books and try to look up certain things. Like look at the magical papyruses and stuff. The Goetia, the Necronomicon. Look up mythology, and you look up these deities, and you'll you'll start digging a little bit more and get into the magic stuff. You know what I'm saying? It gets, you know what I'm saying? It makes you actually working on your soul, and God don't like that. I'm gonna keep it real with you. He gonna make it hard as fuck for you. He gonna make it hard as fuck for you. Make you wanna quit. Make you wanna quit everything you doing. But it's something to it. Trust me. In the long run, it's something to this shit. Now I'm still pushing the line. You know what I'm saying? They say hold the line. Now we're not just gonna hold it, we're gonna push the line. See how them rabbits, well, I don't know if you can see it like I see them. They go them rabbits running across in this in this yard right here. Yeah, they see them right there, the rabbits running? Hey, they move in the dark and at nighttime. So that whatever it is, they ain't trying to get caught up by no snakes. Shit, they gonna push that line. Hey, we gotta make it happen. We're going to find whatever carrots, whatever lettuce we got to eat and make it happen. We're going to dodge it, you know what I'm saying? But the snake is actually one of the most ancient creatures, but they trying to survive. But we used to look at the snake as power because we have the, Kundalini energy. That's why I'm always keep saying it. I just sat there one day. I was looking, you got to look at words sometimes. When they say Kundalini, I say Kundalini, it's spelled Kundalini. Kundalini. I like Kundalini. And they're like, oh, they be like coon. They be calling us, like when they call us coon, like people like get upset. Like, but do we really do we really know what coon means? What does a coon mean? Like a raccoon? Like, are we mad because somebody calls a raccoon? No, it's not a raccoon. Because they know the snake energy. We are the snake energy people. Look up Kundalini, like I just spelled it just now. Kundalini. Look up Kundalini on Google. And when you look it up on Google, what's going to happen? You're going to see what that shit means. All different type of spiritual people. You got all these white people and all these different people knowing about this stuff, but we don't know about it. All we know about praise him, praise. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be venerating yourself, lifting yourself up, learning about yourself, learning about these deities. These deities are just characteristics of yourself. They said they always give you one God in church, but remember they say the one God has how many millions of characteristics. They talking about all these deities in different mythologies. Getting these mythologies, they set these cities up in a mythological format. I just showed you how they just destroyed a whole Indian mound or a pyramid and turned it into something else. If you don't know what you're seeing, they running game on you, and you don't like people trying to game you out your money. So now they gaming you out your spiritual currency. That's a whole. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different. That's a whole extra time with that. You know what I'm saying? Building up your soul. Putting currency and time in your soul. It takes time, man. It takes time. It takes time. But hey, some people ain't got to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? Because we all going to get there one time. But the people they say the people that's left behind, those are people that didn't make it. No. People that went early, they died early because it wasn't meant for them to be here later. The ones that's here later gonna have the ones that got to gain that power, that energy, that spiritual power, and you're gonna turn to superhumans out here, out in this motherfucker. Your higher guardian self, or they say they're higher angels, your higher guardian angel, your higher guardian self. I call it a higher guardian self because you are that, and your higher guardian self is just pushing you. If you look at Nordic mythology, they got our it says ancient people in that. I studied that too. And they got Aiwass in Nordic mythology, and they got Aiwass where? In Samaria. And what? In both places, their number is 13, and that number 13 is the number of death. All right, though. But anyway, so look up Aiwass. Aiwass. That's in Samaria. Or you can go in Nordic mythology. No. Yeah, Eiwaz or EH. Yeah, EHWAS, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like different names of it, but that's 13. Now I'm gonna drop this. I seen this. I was like, man. I say, hey, Tupac knew what he was doing. See that album that came out? Are You Still Down? Are You Still Down with Hellraiser on there? Now it's a 2-disc album. That album was supposed to come out while he was still alive. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just say this: number 13 on the 2nd disc. Look up the discography on that album, and then look up the name of that song and listen to that song. All I'm gonna say. If you're really trying to do something, that's simple. You can go on YouTube and Google and do that in 10 minutes. We we clickety clackety when it when it's Twitter time. You know what I'm saying? When it's Facebooking it, you know what I'm saying? All that. That's 10 minutes. He left you some vital information. He read the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Did you know that? I'm like, come on, man. Like, but I'd be like, but anyway, why are you always talking about that? But anyway, but go check it out. I just showed you some pyramids. It's an Indian mound, an Aboriginal mound, or a Native American mound. All right, kill God.